if you are consuming foods that are inflammatory, then you're going to have more acne. If you are not consuming foods that are not inflammatory, you're going to have less acne, right? It's very simple. It's a very simple equation, but it's about finding what foods work best. It's about avoiding foods and eating foods that are right for you. So eating foods that are right for you, but also avoiding foods that are not good for you. And then that way, that's kind of how you figure it out. You figure, oh, this food I react really well to, or this food I don't really react well to. You notice signs and symptoms. The 2 foods that you should be eliminating out of your diet if you struggle with any kind of chronic acne, like severe acne, like I'm talking about cysts, I'm talking about, highly inflamed diet. Here are a few food sources that could be contributing to it that I know resonated for me. So number 1 is dairy. I'd say there's gluten, wheat, and dairy. Those are the top 3 foods. If you're eating gluten, wheat, or dairy, which unfortunately isn't a lot of food, a lot of pastries, a lot of cookies, a lot of cakes, even if you are making like somewhat healthy pita wraps or healthy sandwiches or, croissants or, Subway or whatever, a lot of the stuff contains wheat and or dairy or gluten. Breads, not so much, but I'm talking about pastries for sure. They contain a lot of dairy, but you have to eliminate gluten, wheat, and dairy out of your diet. And that's why my channel is designated to be gluten-free and dairy-free for the most part. There are some recipes where I do include some sort of dairy in the substance, but it's not a lot. And usually people with stronger immune systems or stronger digestive tracts can tolerate smaller amounts of cheese. And or other heavier dairy substances. But generally speaking, if you're a regular milk drinker or if you're a bodybuilder or if you're working out a lot, I know a lot of people rely on whey protein, and whey protein I found to be the most acne aggravating food in the world. Especially when it comes to bacne. If you're struggling with bacne and you're drinking, 6 scoops, 4, 6, 8 scoops of whey protein a day, I can guarantee you're going to have very bad skin, either on your face or on your back. I mean, you can have a nice big jacked body, but if you got all these, pimples on your back, it's not really attractive, and it's unfortunately, it doesn't look good. And it doesn't feel good either. Like, it really doesn't. It's being inflamed all the time like that sucks. It doesn't feel good. It's kind of gross, and nobody really likes it. I still have scars on my back from all the whey protein I was drinking. I was drinking that shit 4 times a day to get my calories up because I was trying to bulk up, right? And there's better ways to put on weight and to be a healthy person. Like, again, everyone's so different, but if you want to put on weight, you should be sticking to more whole foods and less on supplements, and focus on more nutrient-dense foods, particularly foods that are higher in protein, which is going to cost more money, and it's going to take more effort on your half to cook and prep these meals. If you can't cook and prep, well, then start small. Definitely start small. Start just with the protein. At least start with the protein, and then add the vegetable. Add in some non-starchy vegetables, and then you can cook rice or potato or quinoa. Gluten-free options, and that can be a meal. That could be 3-4 meals. You can replicate that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and you'll have a healthy meal in relatively no time. So you have to be mindful of what you put in your body, especially when it comes to clearing up your skin, because there are certain foods like gluten, wheat, and dairy. They're absolutely aggravating, and they can cause a lot of inflammatory problems. So just be mindful of that.